Hi everybody, welcome back to Succelsior TV. This is episode 5. This is going to be the fifth and final law of the first series of episodes covering The Go-Giver by Bob Berg and John David Mann. My favorite business book. I have loved it. It has been a fantastic opening to this show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to dig right into Law 5. This kind of sums up the whole book, and I'm going to read a paragraph right near the end. Page 109, it's getting right near the end of the book. So, the secret to success, Joe went on, to gaining it, to having it, is to give, give, give. The secret to getting is giving. And the secret to giving is making yourself open to receiving. That's it. That's law number 5, the fifth law. The law of receptivity. The key to effective giving is staying open to receiving. Staying open to receive. What does that mean? Most people, when you hear this, and I know I read it the first handful of times I read this, and I was like, I'm open, I'm good, I'm ready for success. I left my job, I started my business, I am ready for clients, I am ready, let's go. But things weren't happening. What I was missing was that the giving and the receiving go hand in hand. Best example of this is Christmas or gift giving. Again, there are a lot of people are either one or the other. You either like to give gifts more or you like to receive gifts more. But what we always forget about is the other side of that coin. Whichever one you like, I'm a giver. I like to give gifts. But what I've learned in that gift giving, and there are times I've given bigger gifts than the other person has wanted to receive. So every giving is also a receiving, and every receiving is also a giving. So sometimes you're on the giving end, and sometimes you want to give a lot. Well, if that person isn't open to receiving it, how does that make you feel as the giver? Makes you feel a little uncomfortable, a little awkward, we're not sure what to do. Well, it's the same thing when you're on the receiving end. When there are things that are out there that are about to be coming your way, you need to be open to receiving them. You can't play the victim. You can't be closed off. You can't think that you don't deserve it, that you're not ready for it. You need to stay open to receiving. Broader than just the book, I love how the book finishes up with the law of receptivity. It's fantastic. Again, this is the book. Go out, get it, read it. I'll probably show you one more time at the end of this episode. But again, outside the book, the law of receptivity, being open to receiving, as well as on the other side of the giving side of the coin, we need to be ready when opportunity shows itself. Opportunity knocks, we have to be home and ready to open the door. When we open the door, we need to open the door, we need to give opportunity a big old man hug, we need to invite it in, we need to make it dinner, we need to make it sit down on the couch and make it so opportunity is never going to leave. We need to grab it. We need to reach out and grab it right when it's there. I love how when one book leads into another one. This other book, Aspire by Kevin Hall, this is a book I'll go through and give you a great review of, talks about words and their origins. The origin of the word opportunity is actually rooted in the word port, a waterway into an old-time city. Most cities that were started around water. And to be able to do business back in ancient times when it was just shipping, wooden ships just going from ship to ship, doing trading and things like that. That's how they did business. To be able to do business, you had to be able to get into the port. Well, based on weather, based on the ocean, based on currents, based on winds, there were certain times where you could get into the port. There was an open port. There were certain times that you couldn't. You had to stay out and you had to wait. Well, only the captains of those ships that were ready for that open port were able to get in and do the business. You had to be ready for the opportunity. You needed to seize it. You needed to grasp it as soon as it showed up, and you needed to know what to do with it. So my biggest life lesson coming out of this law for myself, as well as for all of you that are listening and watching this, is that you need to be on the lookout. You need to be looking everywhere for opportunity, whether it's opportunities for yourself in your life or your business or for your family, or going back to all the way back to Law 1 5 days ago of being able to give more in value, you need to be on the lookout for opportunities for business partners, for people that are in your referral groups, for friends that you know that have businesses, for friends that you know that need jobs. You need to be on the lookout all the time for opportunities to be able to help people, to be able to add more value to them, as well as to be able to add more value to yourself, to your business, and to your own family. Every giving is also a receiving. Final note on this book before I leave it, I'm sure I'll mention it again. The Go-Giver, I want to make sure I've got it. Bob Berg and John David Mann. I can't thank these two gentlemen enough. Bob, it has been a true privilege to connect with you through these videos as well as through Twitter over the past week. I will keep pushing the message of these books as well as your other ones that will come up in my show. It's been a blast going through your book for this show. I hope for my listeners, for my audience, I hope you guys have gotten something out of these laws. Please go back, whether you read the book or just watch these 5 episodes, watch them over and over and over again. There's a reason that this short, tiny book, again, it's only this thick, there's a reason this 128-page book is on my memo to read every single month. Every time I read it, my life is different. I'm in a different place. I have different business opportunities. My family's different. Everything is different about my life. So when I go through the book, I pick out a different law and it hits me in a different way. And then I take that and I use it. And that's the key. We need to get out there and take it and use it. Give more in value. Be open to receiving. I hope you've enjoyed this book. Tomorrow starts Succelsior TV, straight out of Jeff's mouth. I have a lot to share, and I'm thrilled and excited to be able to help you guys reach your goals, achieve your dreams, live a life that you dream about right now, every day, make it a reality. I hope you are living epic.